If you have allergies or you have an intolerance to gluten, you're going to want to stick around because we have nothing but delicious treats that you can actually eat. With us this morning is Brian Brazo, who's here to tell us all about it. Good morning.
Good morning.
This looks delicious.
They are delicious. They're all absolutely fantastic. Today we're talking about allergen-free baking. One of the most common allergens out there is gluten.
Right.
Not everybody knows what gluten is. A lot of people talk about it. We hear about it. Gluten is actually a protein that's found in wheat and in other grains. And gluten is what really gives dough its elasticity. It's what gives it a nice airy texture. So gluten-free baking is quite a challenge, actually.
Right. And a lot of people think gluten is actually the wheat, but it's not. It's like you can take the gluten out of the wheat and still have wheat, correct?
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
Right.
But it's very difficult to make gluten-free goods that are still safe, because some people will have a specific wheat allergy. So if you say it's gluten-free, is it also wheat-free? It's not necessarily vegan, etc.
Right.
But thankfully, Montreal is a great place for gluten-free goods.
And it's becoming more and more so because just a few years ago, you couldn't, if you had gluten intolerance, you couldn't eat anything.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, so walk us through this because it looks delicious.
All right, so the first bakery that we'll be talking about today is Bake to Go. It's a bakery on Saint Laurent. They've been open for just under a year, and they have all kinds of really lovely gluten-free goods. The bakery was born when two food chemists met up and decided, a lot of the gluten-free products on the market, people were adding sugar and fat to them to kind of mask, the lack of
So they weren't
taste.
actually good for you.
Exactly. So they wanted nutritionally conscious snacks, and they started to say, hey, let's start to bake some stuff that's not only going to be gluten-free, but that's also going to be good for you. So all their products, all their products are not only gluten-free, they're also peanut-free, and they've managed to make a delicious gluten-free croissant. Now, the story behind this is really quite lovely. It's a Montreal gentleman who wanted to find a gluten-free croissant for his girlfriend who was gluten intolerant. And he called bakeries in Montreal, in New York, in Toronto, and Ottawa, and everyone told him, impossible. Can't be done. It's like a unicorn. It doesn't exist. And he went to Bake to Go, and they said, sure, we'll try it out. They tried the recipe. They made a whole bunch of different batches, and they finally perfected this delicious gluten-free croissant.
And it looks nice.
It's quite good. Very buttery, very rich. And what's nice about Bake to Go is that they have very clear labeling based on what your dietary restrictions are. So, for example, here we have this coconut cake, which is dairy-free. They also have a line of high-protein goods, which athletes have really been enjoying, such as this chocolate cake.
Well, that's nice to know. You can eat chocolate cake and it's high protein.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Exactly. And the high protein line always has less than 2 grams of sugar per portion. So that's quite good.
And that's fun to go to a bakery and be able to eat stuff.
Exactly.
Not just be able to say, no, can't get in, go
Precisely.
in there.
So they're still developing, and they really, they listen to a lot of customer feedback as they develop their products, which is quite nice. So the second bakery we'll be talking about.
Now this looks delicious.
It is delicious. And would you believe it if I told you that I baked those last night?
No.
Yes. This is a bakery called Me and Stu. They've been open for about 2 years on Park Avenue. And you can find their products in stores around Montreal, soon worldwide. They've apparently got some deals going on with different places, I can't say where, but different places to market their products around the world. And what's nice about Me and Stu is not only are all their products gluten-free, they're also dairy-free and peanut-free.
Wow. Well, how do they make it?
Magic. Absolute magic.
There's nothing in it. It's air.
Their recipes are a secret, but I'm telling you,
but they look, and what's amazing is they look fluffy.
Yep. And
which is what you always worry about, right?
Precisely.
This stuff?
And what's amazing about Me and Stu is not only do they offer all these products, but these brownies, like I was saying, they have a whole bake-to-go line. So you can get them. You get the batter that's frozen. You bake it yourself at home, and you put it together.
And you become so you look so impressive, like you did this morning.
Well, and it's great if you have guests coming over who have certain food allergies or intolerances. You can just whip it up. They also have savory food, so they have, believe it or not, gluten-free, dairy-free lasagna.
Wow.
Gluten-free, dairy-free pizza. They even have a new line of vegan products as well. It's really a great bakery, and they're really taking off.
Okay, and are we going here?
Yes, we are going.
Okay, now this looks.
These are absolutely lovely.
This is probably the biggest, for someone who loves sweets like me. If I were gluten intolerant, this would be my biggest problem. Not being able to eat sweets.
These here are from Petit Lapin, which is a lovely, elegant, colorful bakery on Victoria Avenue in Westmount. And the bakery was born when the owner, Viviane Nguyen, was searching for a birthday cake for her son, 1-year-old son. He had food allergies and intolerances. She couldn't find anything. And she decided, you know what, I'm just going to open my own bakery. I'm going to make my own cake. And she started to do that. And what's really nice is they have really elegant, colorful products, but they're very, very strict about what they put in their food. So all of their food is not only gluten-free, gluten-free. It's also dairy-free, organic, vegan, and free of the top 10 most common food allergens, which include soy, peanuts, tree nuts, and a number of other ingredients.
That's a lot, and that's you know what, that's got to be really a nice thing for parents to hear about.
That's exactly right,
Yeah.
because a lot of times parents will know that their children have a certain food sensitivity to one ingredient, but they don't know if the child's also sensitive to others or what exactly might be causing an intolerance or indigestion or something.
Okay, we're running out of time. Just tell me really quickly about these guys and these delicious looking cookies.
Absolutely. These are also from Me and Stu.
Yes.
These delicious cookies here, these are Me and Stu's ginger cookies, and these are oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. That
A lot
are
of
really
choices.
lovely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Right, thanks so much for coming in this morning. You
Thank
can
you for
find more information on your blog, which is Montreal.
mtl.kitchen. There's no
MTL.kitchen.
.com or .ca, just mtl.kitchen.
All right, go there for more information.